I'm diving deep into the crazy world of extreme weather events to figure out what's really causing them. Let's see if I can connect the dots. Have you noticed how extreme weather events seem to be happening more and more often? I mean, it's like 1 minute it's a Category 5 hurricane, and the next it's a drought that's been going on for months. I've been wondering, am I just being paranoid? Or is something really going on here? Have you experienced anything like this in your own life? So, what exactly constitutes an extreme weather event? Essentially, it's any weather phenomenon that's significantly different from the average or usual weather patterns in a particular region. This can include heat waves, droughts, floods, tornadoes, and even hailstorms. The thing is, these events aren't just hazardous to human life and health. They also put a huge strain on our infrastructure and the environment. For instance, a severe flood can contaminate water sources, damage crops, and even lead to the displacement of entire communities. And it's not just the immediate impact. Extreme weather events can have long-lasting effects on ecosystems, leading to things like soil erosion and loss of biodiversity. In addition to the human cost, extreme weather events also have a huge economic impact. According to some estimates, the economic losses from these events have been increasing dramatically over the past few decades. In 2019 alone, the global economic loss from extreme weather events was over $150 billion. That's a staggering number, and it's clear that something needs to be done to mitigate the effects of these events. But before we can do that, we need to understand what's causing them. Another challenge in dealing with extreme weather events is that they often occur without warning. I mean, we've all seen those dramatic videos of tornadoes touching down without any warning, or hurricanes making a sudden turn towards land. This unpredictability makes it difficult for people to prepare and evacuate in time. So, what can we do to better predict these events? And more importantly, what's driving this trend of increasing frequency and severity? Let's talk about some of the factors that contribute to extreme weather events. Climate change is definitely one of the main culprits. As global temperatures rise, it leads to more evaporation from the oceans, which in turn fuels more intense storms and hurricanes. Urbanization is another factor. As cities expand, they create heat islands that can increase the risk of heat waves and droughts. And then there are natural phenomena like El Niño and La Niña, which can also play a role in shaping our weather patterns. For example, the 2019 to 2020 Australian bushfire season was exacerbated by a severe drought and record-breaking heat, which were both linked to climate change. Similarly, Hurricane Katrina in 2005 was made worse by the urban sprawl of New Orleans, which had destroyed many of the city's natural buffers against storms. So, it's clear that there are multiple factors at play, and it's not just a simple case of it's just weather. One of the most significant insights I've come across is the concept of climate justice. Essentially, it means that the people who are least responsible for climate change are often the ones who are most affected by it. This is because many of the world's poorest communities are located in areas that are most vulnerable to extreme weather events. So, it's not just an environmental issue, it's also a social justice issue. We need to recognize that our actions, or lack thereof, have real consequences for people all around the world. The reality is we're running out of time to address this issue. Extreme weather events are just one of the many symptoms of a larger problem: our addiction to fossil fuels and our reckless disregard for the planet. We need to wake up and take action, not just to reduce our carbon footprint, but to fundamentally change the way we live and interact with the natural world. So, to summarize, extreme weather events are on the rise, and it's essential that we understand the causes behind them. From climate change to urbanization, there are many factors at play, and we need to take a holistic approach to address them. Whether you're a scientist, a politician, or just a concerned citizen, we all have a role to play in this fight. Thanks for watching, and I'd love to hear your thoughts on the causes of extreme weather events in the comments below. Don't forget to check out my next video, where I'll be exploring some of the most innovative solutions to climate change.